Hi guys, my name is Jenna. I do media and marketing here at Tinsley Studios, and recently we've been getting a lot of questions on how to apply our Botox lip transfers. Gonna be honest, this piece is pretty tricky, but it's one of my favorite transfers that we offer. So I'm gonna give you guys some do's and don'ts to hopefully make your next application a little bit easier. Alrighty, so let's get into it. I am opening up the transfer right now, and I'm being careful not to press that plastic into the transfer itself. And if you run into a situation like I do where the transfer doesn't fall out of the package, just tap on the front of it, squeeze the sides so it falls onto a flat surface. Now I'm peeling up the plastic to turn it over and place it down on the transfer paper. Now I'm just pressing it in, getting all those air bubbles out, making sure it's really secure and there's no air bubbles around the transfer itself. All right, now that that is done, I'm going in to trim around it. You don't want to cut too close to the transfer because you need the edges. You just want to get rid of that excess and make it easier for application. Now what you can't see is I am holding up that transfer to the light so I can trace where it is. Not a necessary step, but it does make it a little bit easier. Okay, now I'm just removing any makeup that I have on because you definitely don't want anything on your face. You don't want any moisturizer, you don't want oils, none of that, okay? Now I'm peeling that plastic off of the transfer. Patting dry, you want to make sure everything's really dry. And pressing it in my lips. Alrighty. This is a very important step, and this is vital to how your piece is going to look. Press it into your skin. Make sure that every part of the transfer is touching your skin. Great, we're good to go. Water, paper towel, or a sponge, whatever you prefer to use, going to saturate that transfer. Just patting around it, double checking that it's wet. This is where you want to spend the most time. Don't rush through this, because if you rush, it's not going to come out. You can tell that the transfer is actually just peeling up, and that's when you know it's ready to take off. Okay, I'm pressing all those little edges right into my mouth so they go away. And you can see that I am keeping my mouth open when I apply this next one. You do not want to close your mouth until you are all the way done with this and powdered. They will stick together. Putting water on this, and you can tell here that I go to lift it up and the transfer is actually coming up with the paper. So I put more water on it and then it peels right up. If the paper does not come off super easily, it's not ready to be removed. You need to add more water. Now I'm just smoothing out the edges with a little bit of water, pressing those edges into my mouth. Now I'm gonna powder. And I really went in with the powder here because this is what stops the piece from being sticky. So up until the powder, you don't want to close your mouth because the lips will stick together and you'll be unable to open your mouth. Now I'm just adding makeup. You can put any sort of makeup on top of transfers. If you want to use alcohol paints, if you want to use I'm using regular foundation here and regular lipstick and lip gloss. You can use alcohol paints. You can use, I don't know what other type of paint you may use, but you can use it. Now I'm just finishing up by adding a little lipstick, a little lip gloss. All right, there you have it. These are the Botox lip transfers. One of my favorite transfers we have. I think they're so funny and they're surprisingly very comfortable. And yeah, I hope this video makes your next application a little bit easier.